There's not much parking. There's no like wild camping spots. You are just kind of trying to sneak into a car park. And the roads are just incredibly thin. Like, it's just not really suitable to drive a whacking great van around. Slight change of plan. We're going to summit another one.
Why not? While you're here.
Because we're up here, yeah.
We're Alan and Sadge, and we live full-time in our converted van Apollo. We're road tripping our way through Europe, discovering what van life on the continent has to offer. Hello everyone, welcome back to Running Off Grid. This week we're in Lake Como, which in my mind was a lovely villa-lined promenade full of flowers. And it turns out it's a giant, busy, hectic city. We've nearly had a little bump with another car, and yeah, the traffic's pretty bad. I was reading in the guidebook that Lombardy is really an industrialised area, a very rich part of Italy, but there's a lot of commerce going on, so it's quite built up, and you can really tell. But we found a really nice, hopefully, little spot and park for night, so we're going to head there now, and hopefully wander about and see what we can see. So we've just hit the bottom of the lake, south of the lake from Como. It's 32 kilometres to the park for night, which is only on the west side, about halfway up. I was like, oh, I've only got 5 minutes to go. No, this is a giant lake. Well, the traffic is hectic. The road is closed, so we had to come a very long way around. I think it's added about an extra 45 minutes onto the journey, but it's kind of cool really, because we get to see all the little bits around Como which we wouldn't have ordinarily seen. Uh-oh, cupboard's open, lights on. Definitely check that before we left. Sometimes they just randomly open them. Okay, we're going to pull over somewhere. Yeah, how weird. Maybe because the roads. Maybe because the roads are just really windy. Change of plan, as it always is with van life. Just got pulled over by the local policey, and they said that the road's closed. So we're just going to pop down the side of the hill, but before we do that, we're going to get some nice, not alcoholic beers and some nice food. Down the hill we go.
Just been a lot of driving today.
Yeah.
We've driven for about 4 hours so far. It's frustrating when you haven't got to where you were planning to go.
Yeah. Nowhere near actually.
On the plus side, we've got a fish finger sandwich for dinner. And that is an outdoor outlet shop. So maybe I'll have a look at that tomorrow.
Yeah, Alan loves a bit of outdoor clothing, don't you babe?
I do. I'm not gonna lie, I do.
I haven't had fish fingers in about 6 years. For those of you thinking, is she not vegan? Yes, I was vegan. And then I decided to eat fish on this trip, and my goodness am I glad I did. There's some places in Spain, wasn't there, where we could not have eaten if I hadn't have eaten a bit of fish.
Yeah.
I can have tuna, kind of the easy stuff. But yeah. trying to follow the Mediterranean diet a bit more, which is a bit easier when you're in the Mediterranean. I've got a book off Kindle for £3.50, and they said that good olive oil is good, so bought some of that. Fish, very good, nuts, all that kind of thing. And yeah, they're all like, no white bread, no white bread. But we've eaten so much white bread since we've been here. So I looked it up, and apparently, by law, French baguettes can only have 4 ingredients: flour, salt, yeast, water. So they are, you know, not sort of ultra processed, which is good for you. And here we are. Lovely little spot for the night. It isn't a road, which we don't tend to go for, but when you're tired and you don't know where to park and you can't go anywhere because the roads are closed, it's fine.
What a beautiful spot.
Yeah, we love a little...
We're high-fiving.
Well, we love a little, love a little lay-by.
Yeah.
I don't mind the traffic noise though. Some people hate it, but I don't mind it.
If you've got any clothes to get rid of, it's very convenient.
Can I go to sleep now?
Yeah. What a day.
What a day. Well, we very much enjoyed our fish finger sandwiches, and we got on the old Google and had a bit of a plan for today because we saw there's some really good hiking up above the place where we wanted to go. So we're coming down the mountain now. And we're just really hoping that the road is open where it was blocked yesterday. Fingers crossed, otherwise I literally don't know what we're going to do today. And we're through. So the landslide, which the policeman said was there yesterday, it looks like it's been cleared and it all looks fine. Come through, why not? Come through, thank you. The roads are busy. Quite a lot of height restrictions as well, which we haven't seen for quite a while now actually.
No camping car.
No camping car. How are you finding driving around Lake Como then?
It's not what I expected, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought it would be a bit like Frensham Ponds or something like that, but a lot bigger.
This is the small fishing lake in Surrey, where they used to fish for the nobility.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it would be like that. Like a very big pond, very quiet, very rural. People came to kind of relax by the water. And actually, it's incredibly busy. The roads are almost impossible to drive on. And yeah, it's just really, really hectic and chaotic.
Yeah, it's so much more built up than we thought, isn't
And the roads are just incredibly thin. Like, it's just not really suitable to drive a whacking great van around. I mean, there's a reason why there's no motorhomes here.
That's true, we haven't seen one motorhome.
No.
I didn't think they'd fit.
No. I mean, we're struggling.
Yeah, that's true.
We made it to the start of the hike. We're just going to take the action cam up with us because we're not going to lug all the equipment. We're on the west side of Lake Como and we're going up Mount Bregagno.
Bregagno? One of them.
It's pretty high, it's got a refuge up there. There's a nice little chapel. Should be some gorgeous views of the lake, so let's go.
Let's go.
Hello, Mr. Lizard. Huh. I don't like the lizards.
Might jump on your face and eat you.
That's a horrible idea. Onwards. Our first little site of the refuge. Just over there. But I'm not going there yet. But look at this view. What do you think?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Gonna be good from the top. Yeah, cracking. It's about 1,600 meters this hike in terms of elevation. Really, so I think that's how high the summit is. I'm guessing we didn't start quite at sea level, so probably dropped a fair bit off of that, but it's at least 1,000 meters of climbing. Yeah, it's been very very aggressive in terms of climbing so far. Not very flat at all, but shouldn't be too much more until we get to something approaching the summit and it'll start to level out. Sadge doesn't ever believe me, do you?
No, I take what Anna says about elevation and distance with a full pinch of salt.
Okay, for our first waypoint, the chapel. Lovely view from up there. Gonna say that a lot during this hike, I think. What do you see, anything?
Yeah, like they always are, just sort of a bit of a junk room of Virgin Mary stuff.
I'd quite like to ring the bell, but I worry it might summon the town folk or something. It probably means something really important.
Means like landslide or something.
Yeah. Quick lunch stop. It's only 11:30, but wow, it's quite a big slice of pizza. Oh, it reminds me of the Lake District a little bit.
Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Apart from the craggy, snowy hills in summer over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in Lake District here.
And really, they should be sheep, not cows.
Yeah.
You're right there, cows. That's it, that's the summit of our peak that we're going up here. Oh, that is a very long way. Sadge is just coming up, my legs are a bit fresher, so I pushed on a little bit.
Running across the ridge of the mountain is very fun, but it makes me worried that I'm going to fall off.
Slight change of plan. We're going to summit another one.
Why not? While you're here.
Because we're up here, yeah. Hopefully that's the top, but it's not behind it, but we'll see. That's the one. Montegrona. That's peak number 2 done. We're going to go to the refuge now. I really got hope they've got ice cream, but I don't know. You never know.
Got ourselves to the mountain refuge. It's so amazing to basically have a restaurant and cafe halfway down. I've got cake, Alan's got cake and a Mars bar, which I was going to have half of, but alas. And yeah, and normal Sprite, which is a treat. Normal Sprite. what a view. Cheers.
Ready for the last waltz?
The last push back to Apollo.
Yeah.
But I don't worry about her anywhere near as much as I used to when we first came over.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she'll be alright, we'll have a window smash, we'll shoot her. Now I'm like, nah, she'll be fine.
Unfortunately, in the last mile, the GoPro battery finally ran out. We took some photos instead. If you ever want any more information on any of our hikes or how we did it, just drop us a comment and we're happy to help.
Well, we are knackered. Sometimes with van life I just want to have a shower, sit on a sofa and watch TV, but alas, I've got a bit of work to do tonight. There's no internet here, so we've got to move on, but we can't find a park for night. Oh, there's a giant bug in the van. Well, why? It went out and come back in. Why would you do that? Okay, I'll just ignore it. Yeah, I've got work tonight, so we need some interwebs that we need to drive off, so well, I'm hoping we can find somewhere we can have a shower out the back because I'm dirty, but I don't think that's going to happen, so we'll see. And just like that, nearly an hour later, we're generally mostly clean.
It's not that bad.
Was
it actually an hour?
I think it might have been an hour. We're going to head off to a different part for night. There's like 3 in a cluster. I like that about part for night. When there's 3 in a cluster, you know, there's probably going to be one that's going to be doable. So we're going to head off there now and see if we've got some 4G interwebs. Are you good to go?
Yeah.
How are your legs?
Yeah, fine. I feel alright. How are your legs?
Look at you. Ruined. I'm right glad we came to Lake Como. I always wanted to see the lakes and mountains of Italy. Are you glad we came?
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not what I expected at all, but it is beautiful. Really nice. I'm not totally convinced that that's suitable for van life, in the sense that there's not much parking, there's no like wild camping spots. You are just kind of trying to sneak into a car park. There's no motorhomes or anything like that here.
Yeah, there is no motorhomes here at all.
And the roads are hard to drive around, aren't
They really are. Yeah. That's one thing we've learned. If you're in Lake Como, don't bring your motorhome. Not going to happen.
Unless you get like a campsite. Maybe that's where they all are. Maybe they just drive in and go to a campsite.
Yeah. Have you driven around Lake Como before? Find it interesting? Let us know in the comments. Another Italian tunnel. Never knew just how many tunnels Italy had. Worth of tunnel. Some of them have fans in, so it's fine, but other ones don't have fans in, and the diesel build up the fumes is crazy. Good morning, everybody. Another lovely morning on Lake Como. We've got some neighbours this morning. This mate's been here forever, we've not seen sight or sound. And then this lady's sort of setting up a giant trellis table with stuff. I don't know if she's selling things or whether she's just sort of setting herself up for the day.
I think she might be having an impromptu car boot.
Maybe. I'm still not sure about the rules on getting chairs and tables out, are we, in Europe?
I don't think it's a rule. I think it's just a guideline.
Guideline,
You know? Like,
yeah.
you shouldn't really, but at the same time, if you've got a trellis table full of old tat you want to sell, get it out.
Why not?
It's quite relaxed, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the plan then, Stan?
Well, I feel like we're a bit different today. I've got nothing to do. Nothing on my to-do list, no work to do. Nothing to do. So my plan is to go read my book by the Lake Como.
Nice. I've got episodes to edit,
Many episodes.
work to do. Yeah. Also, we stayed up really late last night, didn't we, watching the men's marathon.
Yes.
Well done, Tomo. But, yeah, tired now.
Bit tired now. Now what's even more tragic is that we're totally out of bread. Bread is so different in Italy than what it is to France. In France, every single town's got a little boulangerie. Here, we're really struggling to find bread, so we're stuck on these.
Well, we found lots of bad bread.
Yeah, we found 2-day-old ciabatta, which is like rock hard.
Yeah. It has been a weird challenge.
Yeah, bread was like our staple.
Yeah.
So we're on these little crisp breads, but annoyingly, since everything in the press has been all about ultra processed stuff, whenever I eat delicious things, I'm like, oh, it's ultra processed, you shouldn't eat it.
What do you mean by ultra processed?
Like more than 10 ingredients.
Yeah.
It definitely has like a paragraph of ingredients.
Yeah, it's not really very good for you, is it?
And I also don't know what this little nook is.
I think that's so you can get them out of the packet.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah. But they're a bit like dust.
Yeah.
Like someone's glued together breadcrumbs.
They're so light.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go hunt and gather.
Can you get jam?
Strawberry jam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bread.
Bread, milk.
Another one of those chocolate muffins.
Okay. Nice temperature. Absolutely boiling in Provence and southern Italy, so it's really nice that it's a bit cooler here. Righty-ho then, let's go to the supermarket. How people do van life, or indeed any kind of travelling without Google Maps, I do not know. Loads of cyclists on Como. You must be able to cycle all the way around, which sounds great, sounds amazing. I just love all the houses with the geraniums, it's so pretty. There's a combi there. Don't often see them anymore. Ben and combi life, that'd be so cool. There was some more van life here that we knew, but there never is. The cool thing about Italy is that you walk past and you find these tiny little chapels. Goodness knows how old that is. It's beautiful. Right, onwards to the supermarket. Done. Was a bit hectic, the old supermarket. That bread will last us about 1 day and the milk about 2 days. I never knew van life would involve so much shopping. Hello.
Hola.
Alrighty.
Yep. How'd it go?
Yep, fine. Got everything. Realised when I got to the till that you have to do that sticky, pricey, on the muffiny stuff. And there was like a big French family before me. They didn't put the sticker on either, so she had to go all the way up, put the sticker on theirs. And I was like, oh, I haven't put a sticker on mine. She was like, I need to go and put the sticker on these.
Oh, nice.
You know the thing. I mean, that might also be slightly ultra processed paragraph of ingredients.
Yeah, true.
Oh well. Sesame croissant and a muffin. Off to the beach, grassy, beachy thing. Oh, it's busier today because it's Sunday. Beach by there, in case you want a drink.
Well, Lake Como has been great. Absolutely full of Italians having their summer break. They all come north, so we're told, for the cooler temperatures, which I can understand because apparently the south gets to about 40 degrees. But we've got stuff to do. We need food quite desperately. The toilet, well, let's be honest, it's been a few days now, so we need to find an air and sort the toilet out. And we're completely out of water too. I've had to turn the pump off because it keeps making a weird whirring noise where it's constantly trying to suck water, but there's no water there. So we're going to head off, hit a little. There's a nice air, and according to Park for Night, it's got Wi-Fi, which will be amazing because we can't watch a lot of the YouTube vlogs we follow. It's been really hard to keep up with the vlogs because we just don't have the data. It's been really hard to get data in Europe, or enough data. You know, you buy a little bit, you get a bit. That's the Brexit blues though. It used to be unlimited, but now it's not. So yeah, I'm going to head off. So we've got about 49 minutes to go to a little, but we do need some fuel as well because we're pretty low. And hopefully this time we can work out how to pay for it, because last time it was a bit of a disaster.
Yeah, it's quite expensive around here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Not cheap.
It's quite you know, thinking about doing this, fuel is definitely something you need to really factor in cost-wise. Oh, spin bags there.
Yeah, we've got quite a lot of rubbish here.
Yeah, when we were parked up, another van next to us, German family, they literally tied up a bag of rubbish and then just dumped it under a tree. And then we looked around and someone else had dumped a bag of rubbish. And it's awful. I'm not, you know, not going to preach to you because there's no point me telling you guys to not litter. I'm sure you don't, but it's horrible to see, you know, in the wild.
In the wild?
In the wild, yeah. You hear about it, but yeah.
So many runners here, like runners central. I love it. That's where we ate one lunchtime. It was super nice. It was just really nice. This lovely little promenade, you can wander past. Lovely in the evenings, everyone out eating gelato on the benches. Apparently George Clooney and Madonna have villas here, but we haven't seen either of them.
What, Madonna or George Clooney?
Madonna or George Clooney.
Or they just be hanging around, drinking espresso.
Yeah.
No, George, I don't want one of your ruddy pods. If anything, they're terribly bad for the environment, and the coffee tastes like garbage.
With your face blindness though, babe, you wouldn't even recognise him if you spoke to him.
Yeah, I wouldn't know who he is. Yeah.
Like some weird American spoke to me, I don't know who it was.
Very well dressed, but kept going on about coffee.
Oh, I think we'll come back here, you know. So nice.
Yeah, it's a nice area.
Definitely go to the northern side, northern end if you do come.
Yeah, it's much nicer up here, isn't it? It's quiet.
So much quieter.
Yeah.
The rest of the lake is very highly developed. I mean, lovely if you've got, you know, loads of money to spend on a lovely hotel, it'd be great, but yeah, van life wise. The Lidl's is done. We've arrived at the air. Looks very nice. No shade, unfortunately, but you can't have it all. We've put Apollo's screen on. You can see the free Wi-Fi sign, which is incredibly exciting because we've just found none, really. Bit of McDonald's, but a really bad upload and download speed. So we're really struggling with getting data to do everything with. Gotta love a picnic bench. You can have some food and drink on there. If you've got kids, you know, places they can play. This mate's even plugging in. You've even got electricity over there. I mean, you have to put some coins in for it, but yeah, exactly what you need.
There's Wi-Fi.
Is there?
Yes.
Does it actually work?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Look at these, YouTube. Look at them. Nutella biscuits. Alright. I'm going to eat this tiny, weird pizza bread thing. It's like a pizza inside a little baguette. Thank you, Lidl, for gifts that keep on giving. Would highly recommend the lakes and mountains. Maybe don't bring a motorhome, or if you do bring a motorhome, just make sure you've got a decent bit of parking for it though, because it's not a vast amount of room, but you can make it work. It's just a few interesting roads, but I guess you're used to that if you've got a big motorhome. Van shouldn't be a problem at all. Next week we're in the Dolomites, world famous mountain range. Yeah, if you like our videos, give us a comment, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we will see you next week.
Yes, I!